What causes cancer? This is a very difficult question. Lots of people have ideas about what causes cancer. Um, Most of these ideas are stupid. Generally, it seems cancer is really caused by two things. One is sunshine, and the other is breathing oxygen. Why some people get cancer and some people don't, that's a very big and difficult question. It could be that as humans we get cancer often, as in kind of cancerous cells form often in our bodies, and they're dealt with on a regular basis by our immune system. Yeah, from what I've read and from talking to doctors, that seems pretty likely. Getting cancer seems to happen to kind of 1 in 3 or possibly even 1 in 2 people at the moment. Cancer has been around probably since beginning of humans, and it seems to be just a kind of a natural consequence of cell division. We have a lot of mechanisms to deal with DNA mutation and DNA damage, many kind of layers of mechanisms. So there are mechanisms that detect when DNA is mutated or damaged. There are mechanisms to repair DNA. There are mechanisms to just destroy the cells if the DNA can't be repaired. So when someone is kind of develops cancer, quite a lot has gone wrong. And it does generally seem that cancer requires basically two things. So it's not usually enough to just have one, like maybe one risk factor. It really requires two things. So even like cancers that are known to be caused by viruses, there are still people who are exposed to the virus who don't get the cancer. Just as we all know people who have multiple cancer risk factors and never develop cancer. So that heavy smoker who is cancer free until their 90s or whatever. So yeah, two main causes of cancer it seems. Breathing oxygen. Oxygen is very reactive, damages our body a lot. Fortunately, we have many ways to repair our bodies. Also, exposure to sunshine. Again, the UVA and UVB causes damage to our bodies. Our bodies are well protected against cancer. So when someone does get cancer, probably several things have gone wrong. I've talked to a lot of cancer doctors, cancer researchers, surgeons. The general consensus is that cancer does seem to be random. There are people who are at high risk because of maybe lifestyle or environmental factors. So maybe someone working with industrial chemicals. There are people who are high risk because of hereditary factors. So people in their family with cancer. And yet, very, very significant numbers of high risk people never develop cancer. So it is still quite mysterious. Obviously, we should all do what we can to minimize the risks to ourselves and the risks to wider society. Right, we should be working hard to eliminate toxic chemicals, carcinogens that cause cancer. But unfortunately, luck does seem to be a big factor, And I think, yeah, the most important thing to remember is most people's ideas about causes of cancer are nonsense. So, yeah, get good at politely ignoring those people. I hope my answer was helpful, or at least mildly entertaining.